Hi, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be making beautiful magic slider cards from start to finish. The video is a little bit longer this time because I'll be showing you how to design your very own card in Design Space, all the way through how to construct it. So let's get started and I'll see you at the end. Okay, we're going to make the magic slider card. It's going to use a lot of rectangles, so I'm going to insert a square for now. And from here, I'm going to be using the duplicate tool up here in the top right. I'm going to change the color of this for now. You can use whatever colors you want. And now I'm going to unlock the padlock at the top and change the dimensions to 4x6. I'm going to use the duplicate tool here, and I'll change this rectangle to be white. On this rectangle, we're going to have the pattern that we will color. We're going to attach it to this backing. I do want to have a 1/4 of an inch frame around, so I'm going to resize this down by 1/2 an inch. That'll give me a 1/4 inch on each side. So I've unlocked at the top, and I'm going to change to 3.5 by 5.5. And you can see pretty much the border. I'm going to select this rectangle here and duplicate. We're going to create the frame, so I need a cutout, so I'm going to duplicate one more time. And the cutout on the frame, it's going to be the same size as this white backing piece on the outside. And then we're going to have a 1/2 inch frame inside. So we're going to reduce the size of this rectangle on top by 1 full inch on each side. So we're going to make it 2.5 by 4.5. There we go. Select both, align center, and down in the bottom right, click slice. That cuts out our frame. I'm going to move that to this side right here. And I'm going to change the frame color just so that I can see the contrast. We're going to use one of these as the pull tab. So when we have our slide card here, we're going to have this pull tab that'll go behind the frame. And it's going to cover up the colored picture. When we pull it out, you'll be able to see the colored picture. So what we need to do is make it slightly wider and slightly taller. So I'm going to line it up with the top here. We're going to change the dimensions to make it slightly wider. I'm going to unlock the padlock, and I'm going to increase it by a 1/4 of an inch, so 2.75. And I'm going to make the height 5 inches. Okay. So here's a pull tab. We're going to make an actual tab on it. So let's go to Shapes, Circle. I'll resize this circle to 1 inch. And I'm going to just kind of eyeball. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. And then to make it so that half of the circle is showing, I'm going to select both, align, center horizontally, weld. At this point, I'm going to change the color of this as well. I'm going to think about what color your outline is going to be on the acetate. I will be using gold. So here, I think I'm going to make this a nice, actually maybe a light purple. Okay, so the pull tab will stick up right here. We can write the word pull on it as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to text. Right now, I have pre-selected writing font algebra. All right, so I'm going to click on my text box until I see the cursor appear. And now I'm going to write the word pull. Now I can resize by using the corner and just dragging in. I'm going to make it really small. And I'm going to click off of it and back on it to drag it pretty close to where we want it to be. Now I'll select both of these, align center horizontally. And in the bottom right corner, I'm going to click attach. Now we're going to pick an image that we can use. on our drawing here and on the acetate. So I'm going to go to Images, and I've selected Flower Line. I really like this one here. So I'm going to click on that and then Add to Canvas. And let's make sure that it fits within the frame. So right now, here's the frame. And we need to make sure that our image is sized so that it doesn't get covered up by the frame. So that looks really nice. I'm going to select both the backing and the flower, and I'm going to align center. Right now, at this moment, we're going to duplicate for the acetate that we're going to have attached to the frame. So while both of these are still selected, on the top right, I'm going to click duplicate. So now this one will be our acetate. I'm going to change the color of my cuts. So I'm going to make this yellow or like a goldenrod maybe. So I can see that it's going to be gold. And then this, I'm just going to make like a gray color so that I know it's the acetate. I'll select both of these here, and I'm just going to group them together for now. Okay, now I'm going to select the flowers back here for our drawing. We don't want that to be cut, we want that to be draw. So we're going to go down to Pen and select that. So now this is going to be drawn on. I'm going to select both the backing and this flower. I'm going to go down here and click Attach. That way it's going to draw this exactly where it belongs on the white paper. So save your file, and now we're going to go to Make It. Okay, so this is going to be my acetate, which means we need to select acetate from our materials. So I'm going to browse all materials, and here's acetate. And now I'm going to load my materials and press go. Next, we're going to do the background. So I'm going to insert my pen into the clamp A. And now I'm going to change my base material. Make sure you guys have an eye on your material. I'm going to be using light cardstock. Load your materials and press go. Next, we'll be cutting the gold foil. It's iron-on foil, actually, that I'm going to be using. So if you're going to use iron-on, you'll want to change this to foil iron-on. Make sure you mirror, and then load your materials and press go. The next two items are cardstock. So I've changed my material to cardstock. Make sure that you're selecting the right poundage, load materials, and press go. Now's the fun part. We get to color it in. Now it's time to line up the acetate and add our foil iron-on, which I have weeded already right here. So we're going to line up the acetate with the photo, and then we're going to place this on top and just line it up, and that looks good. So I'm just going to press that in place, and I'm going to move the paper out of the way. And now I'm going to take my Easy Press Mini, and I'm going to, right here, on the lowest setting, I'm just going to go over for just a few seconds, pressing down firmly. And I'm going to shake it out. Once it's cool, we can try to peel it up and see if it sticks to the acetate. And it sticks beautifully. So now we have a lovely, delicate gold cover. Okay, and we're going to put double-sided tape on each side of the frame. Okay, so I've added the double-sided tape, and I'm just gonna release one side of the tape. And I'm gonna attach, so the foil, here's the foil side. It's gonna be foil side down when we attach, and it's gonna line up, should line up exactly with the frame. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that that's lined up right. So when we flip it over, like that. Yep, so it looks good to me. So we can release the rest of the double-sided tape. Next, I'm gonna use double-sided tape on the image and place it on the backing. I have this foam double-sided tape that I got from Dollar Tree, and I put it on the back side of my acetate frame. And now we're gonna put it together with the image. So here's the 3D look. And we're gonna stick our slide card right inside. And what's nice is you can write your whatever note on the back side of your pull card. And then it's all the way removable, just in case your recipient wants to display it somewhere. And that's it. If you have any questions on the slider cards, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you have an idea for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. And please consider liking this video and subscribing if you learned something cool or new. And good luck making your own magic slider cards. I'll see you guys next time.